What's up, guys? I'm so streetwise.
Welcome to the Streetwear.
Hello, Xbox fans. It's time for the last deals of the week video for this month. Before we jump into June and the worldwide phenomenon of E3, let's take a look at the special offers this week has for us.
With a mighty 50% off, we have the classic series Tekken on its 7th outing to the video game world.
Experience the epic conclusion of the Mishima clan and unravel the reasons behind each step of their ceaseless fight as you bash buttons, counterattacks, and ultimately put the smackdown on anyone who crosses your path.
Powered by Unreal Engine 4 and featuring stunning story-driven cinematic battles and intense duels, this can be enjoyed with friends and rivals alike.
There's not many duos out there with names you can put together and they perfectly make up the name of an instrument. It's not piano or cello. But our next deal is 75% off open world platformer Yooka-Laylee.
Explore huge, beautiful worlds, meet and beat an unforgettable cast of characters and hoard a vault load of shiny collectibles as buddy duo Yooka, the green one, and Laylee, the wisecracking bat with the big nose. Embark on an epic adventure to thwart corporate creep Cthulhu B and his devious scheme to absorb all the world's books and convert them into pure profit.
Discover unique boss fights, minecart challenges, retro-tastic arcade games, quiz shows, and more than 7 unique multiplayer games in this colourful and super fun addition to this week's Deals with Gold.
One of the most rage-inducing and challenging game franchises of all time, which will have you questioning your very existence as you get pummeled to death over and over again, has got to be Dark Souls. And this week's Dark Souls Remastered has got 30% off.
Head back to where it all began back in 2011, where a game that is notoriously difficult was released. This is the perfect chance to play the original if you got into the series later on with games like Dark Souls 3.
Though it's incredibly challenging, there are very few games that give you that incredible payoff when you finally manage to beat that boss you've been struggling with for days. But remember, my top tip, rolling is your best friend.
You made me this creature.
So a couple months back, you may have seen that Vampyr was added to Xbox Game Pass, which is definitely a way we'd recommend to play it, especially as there's always some great offers on the service.
But if you're not an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, you can pick up Vampyr for 75% off this week with Deals with Gold. It's an action role-playing game where you play as Jonathan E. Reed, who as a vampire has a thirst for blood, so has to find victims to feed from.
In Vampyr, you'll try to find information about potential targets to decide whether they're worth feeding from, as once you kill them, they'll be gone forever. The story will see you try to uncover how Reed was turned into a vampire as he attempts to return to normal life.
Once upon a time, there was a hero.
Stories The Path of Destinies has got 30% off in our deals of the week. You play as Ronaldo, a sly fox in this third-person hack-and-slash RPG.
As you progress, you'll have to make choices that'll have an impact on the game's story, and though it may feel like the right choice at the time, could have bad consequences.
During the game, Ronaldo finds this magic book that allows him to see potential choices and the outcome of those decisions. But then he can go back and choose a different option. There are 24 possible endings to the game, and your objective will be to try and find the best possible outcome. Good luck.
Say, shall we build a spaceship and explore Mars?
That's an excellent idea.
There can never be too many two-player co-op adventures, and here's another one on sale with 20% off in the form of 39 Days to Mars.
Sir Albert Wicks and the Right Honourable Clarence Baxter await in this 19th century steampunk puzzle adventure.
Sometimes things can get a bit dicey on the HMS Fearful while you're trying to change the world with feats of engineering and your navigational prowess, but that's why you got to work together to find the solution.
If you'd rather work solo, have no fear as you'll have the ship's computer control a cat to keep you company on those long voyages.
Solve a variety of creative puzzles solo or in split screen with this unique game and take advantage of the 20% discount this week.
Hey kid, I said wakey wakey. It ain't polite to sleep during a cutscene.
The story of a rambunctious lad who spends a little too much time playing video games might be a familiar one to some of us, but it isn't often that you can actually become the star of your own video game.
Yes! And that's somehow exactly what happens in Rad Rodgers, as a strange vortex spits young Rad straight into his own video game adventure with a taste of classic 90s platformers.
It's chock full of collectibles and nostalgic humour with a striking visual style.
The recent Radical update introduced 2-player co-op, mini-games and a photo mode, as well as the ability to unlock and play as a bunch of other 3D Realms characters like Duke Nukem.
Rad Rodgers is 67% off this week, so have fun running, punching and shooting your way through this charming platformer.
People fear darkness, but if I were you, I would fear light.
Lovecraftian horror lovers prepare to head back to 1924 in exploration RPG Call of Cthulhu.
You step into the well-crafted shoes of private investigator Pierce, who's tasked with looking into the mysterious deaths of the Hawkins family on the friendly-sounding Darkwater Island.
He's soon dragged headfirst into a world filled with conspiracies, cultists, and cosmic horrors. I think I'd feel right at home.
If you're not really keen on having sanity, it just sort of get in the way at times, this dark and twisted experience might leave you feeling right at home.
All of this spine-tingling mystery and weird science comes with an intriguing discount of 75% this week.
This creature is an insult to God.
So that's what we've got on offer this week on Xbox. Thanks for watching the video today, and don't forget to check us out on mixer.com/Xbox On for fun shenanigans.
Leave us a sub here on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.